Another difficult day. This channel is meant to be educational. And the last couple have been documentational. My lesson for today was not a pretty one, but it's a truthful one. Life is change. Adapt or die. An adaptation is the strongest indicator of survival, and is why that we are at the top of the food chain. But for someone like myself, who is, what's the word I'm looking for, resistant to change, it's not my most favored place. Change or die. Because holding on to yesterday is, well, it's not going to work. Yesterday's gone. And it's demonstrative of an inner desire to cling to the past because of fear. Fear. What am I afraid of? Now, it's what's next won't be better. And I am walking into harder times. And I am. We all are, as a matter of fact. Adapt or die. Life has changed. Adapt or die. Perhaps that's part of the idealization, huh? When given the choice, adapt or die. Could just be easier to opt out. What is it? The fear. Change. It's that what comes next will be different, would be worse. That this is the greatest I've ever had. We mourn things that we lost because they bring us joy. It's not just the joy lost today, it's the joy lost tomorrow. So I have my counseling appointment set. Had a bit of a spiral today due to unforeseen heartbreak and disaster. How it was unforeseen is probably a mystery to me. Probably should have said Probably should reword that to foreseen heartbreak and disaster. But maybe not. The hardest thing about this fucking illness is like, I can't trust myself. I need to trust myself because I'm often right. But I'm often crazy too. It's like 50 fucking 50, so which way do you go? And my temptation is to say, well, just trust your trust you, trust your gut. But the problem is the things that I worry about are often insane and crazy and hurtful. So I have to check myself. And in doing so, I have to endure this pain. And that's what it all comes down to, isn't it? The little fucking boy is trying to avoid the pain. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just trying fucking desperately to avoid the pain. Act in ways that will mitigate the damage. It's a fucking trauma response. Adapt or die. I'm fine. Whatever comes next isn't going to kill me. I'm just really disappointed that I lost what I had. I had this fucking vision. It could have been beautiful. And the whole thing just fell apart. I'm just... It's one of those times where it's like... And then this is right into it. It's like, I don't want to be hopeful because every time I get my hopes up, some shit like this happens. Where everything falls apart. And I don't know what to fucking do. I don't know whether to be hopeful and keep fucking open and be happy fucking minded and fucking keep on getting hurt. Or fucking have some goddamn common sense. No, this shit's gonna fucking work out. It's better to have loved and lost than to never have loved at all. It's true. I'm awfully tired of getting hurt, though. That's true, too. I guess in conclusion, I will say, if any of you out there are not familiar with Chase Hughes, I think I mentioned him in another one of these videos, I highly recommend him. Some of his videos, he talks a lot about future me, which is a concept that I was first introduced to by a guy named Ian. And always looking out for future me. I love that guy. Man, somebody's got to. And I think about that in terms of like this narcissism and borderline personality. Awful combination of fucking mess that I am. This empty schizoid core that's probably why I feel that way about myself. And it's also a reflection of how I treat myself. I don't do a damn thing for future me. Not really. I do things because current me wants better things later. Not sacrificing today for tomorrow. Which is what discipline is, according to Chase Hughes, which I like that definition. Doing a hard thing today or doing a thing today. And betterance of tomorrow. That's not what he said. He said, foregoing today's needs for tomorrow's. That's discipline. Perhaps with some discipline. And he says this too in his other videos, that by doing that, by setting yourself up in the future to be in a better place, you look back in the past with gratitude. You start to think of yourself with gratitude. Like, hey, thanks. You know, that's what's up. This thing is easy for me. This thing is ready for me. Coffee's ready to go. Clothes are laid out in the morning. Everything's updated. The computer's booted up at work. And as you start to be grateful for things that you've done for yourself, you start to look back with gratitude. You start to look at yourself with gratitude. He says that builds confidence. And it also gets you in the habit of thinking about tomorrow and projecting concern for tomorrow. Then that affects all the stages of your life. Look back with gratitude, look forward with concern. Sacrifice today's needs for tomorrow's. It'll be what it'll be, and it'll be okay. So I'll leave you with that.